Band concert. This is the sixth grade band from Indian Valley. Our first selection will be Christmas Fanfare. If you could, at this time, silence any of your phones, devices, things like that, would be much appreciated. And thank you very much for coming out. All right, like I said, my name is Mike Haggerty, and the band here at Indian Valley Middle School. We're on the 6th grade band, 7th, 8th grade band, and the jazz band. Our first selection was Christmas Fanfare. Our second selection will be Siberian Sleigh Ride. The 6th grade band, there are two 6th grade teams, Team Adventurers, Team Mariners. They rehearse separately for most of the year until today, this afternoon. We had a combined rehearsal where we put all 67 kids on stage for rehearsal this afternoon. So that was their second time doing that completely together as a whole 67 member unit. So like I said, we rehearse separately, but we perform together. With the band program here, the kids have their instrumental lessons once a cycle. They come down. We work with the pass-offs. Pass-offs are playing tests that they will have to do throughout the year. If it's a scale that they work on that develops them as an instrumentalist on specific instrument, flute, clarinet, trumpet, percussion, and whatnot. Second and fourth marking period, we spend a lot of time just cranking the band music up, getting ready for the concerts. The 6th graders, every year it's always tough with the 6th graders because they're coming in from different elementary schools, different elementary band directors, and trying to get everybody on the same page. New building, much bigger building than I'm used to wandering around the building as much as they do, and it's always, a challenge the first part of the year. And then as the year goes on, we start to crank up the heat. At least I start to crank up the heat on them to hold them more accountable with practicing and playing and being in the right spot at the right time, things like that. The sixth graders, the last, I would say, man, probably the week before Thanksgiving to now, I've seen like leaps and bounds of improvement. I really think, you know, it takes the sixth graders every year a little bit to get acclimated to new surroundings, new teachers, a lot more faces, going from just a couple teachers to, you know, anywhere from 5 to 7 teachers that they deal with in the course of a week. So we always try to have a lot of patience with the sixth graders the first part of the year. Our next selection is entitled Siberian Sleigh Ride. And the sixth grade band's going to play a couple more numbers. We're going to play 5 more numbers, and then there's going to be a short break, and then the jazz band's going to come out and play. And that's made up of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I know this time of year is an incredibly busy time, having children of my own and all the things that they're involved in, and I really appreciate, and the kids, students really appreciate seeing all the family members, friends come out for the concert. If you can stay to watch the jazz band, that would be great, because those kids have really been working hard before school. They come in before school a couple times a week to rehearse. And they had a concert a couple weeks ago, they have a concert tonight, they have a concert Wednesday night. And I always think it's good for them to perform for the sixth graders, so then the sixth graders can see, maybe they didn't get the jazz band this year, maybe they didn't audition, but what's another musical opportunity they have here at the middle school and then beyond high school. So once again, thank you for coming out, and here we are with Siberian Sleigh Ride. All right, very good. Our next selection is entitled Ding Dong Merrily and Hot. But one thing I'd like to talk about is there are a number of students, this happens every year, 6th grade. At the elementary level, the kids get to participate. They want to do band, they want to do chorus, they want to do orchestra. When they get to the middle level, because of the schedule, because of the demanding the middle level schedule, academic courses, things like that are, we always say, hey, you're going to pick 2 of the 3. We have students that are in band and orchestra, we have students that are just in band, we have students that are in band and chorus. And we call them splitters, because they're all over the place. That is the reason, and I apologize, that I send all those emails about band tomorrow, remember your stuff. And I know, and I talked about this at back to school night, you're going to get emails from me, and there's just going to be something in the subject line. And you open it up, there's nothing there. I know that disappoints many of you. I apologize. I just want real quick information out. Remember your stuff. Band tomorrow. And I figure if I can do it with few words, that's good. I know all the emails that I get with work and whatnot, and then even with my children and everything they're involved in, and I hate technology for that. So I figure if I could just you open up your email, bang, there it is. All right? And you just scream upstairs or downstairs or at the kitchen table, don't forget your stuff tomorrow. Mr. Haggerty said so. So that's the reason, because the kids, they got all their academic stuff going on, and then they got their schedule if they're in band and chorus, they're band and orchestra, they're just straight up band. So I apologize, but that is the world we live in now, I guess. So anyway, here we go. Our next selection is entitled Ding Dong Merrily and Hot. Our next selection is entitled Dreidel Adventure. It's a very dynamic piece, bombastic dynamic effects, volume effects. And on top of that, what makes it very challenging is the dal segno and the coda. Correct? Very good. All right. And you can ask your son or daughter about that later tonight. It's very important that they understand it, not so much you. So that's okay. All right. So here we go with Dreidel Adventure. Oh, one other thing. Before we get to the last tune, I know the kids are buried on the stage, and what I try to do in every concert when I remember is to have the rows stand up after the last tune, after our last piece of music. The last row, stand up, and click, click, click. Sit down. Next row. Next row. Next row. Because I know you take a picture. And where's Johnny at? He's the one in black and white, and then it's it gets a little confusing. So we will try to do that at the end of our last selection. All right, here we go, Dreidel Adventure. Sorry, there's always a delay. Natalie Annalens, she come over here. I know she's here in the auditorium. She's hiding. Oh, there she is. This is a junior at the high school who the first part of the year said, I want to see what it's like to work with middle school band kids. Sixth graders, no less. So she gave up a free period at the high school to come down and help me out if it was organizing music, organizing the band room, things like that. And she's very nice. Her younger brother is in 7th grade here, plays trumpet very well, is in the jazz band, 7th, 8th grade band. And the 6th graders got very attached to her. So much so that they made all these cards for her. And she left, when did you leave? At the end of October, beginning of November? About that. So, but they made all these cards for her. And this, I've seen her a couple times, but never do get the cards to her. And I know the kids were very appreciative of all the hard work that Natalie did and helped us out, being organized, helping everybody stay organized, especially myself. So Natalie, thank you very much. Our last tune is entitled Tango Bells. Features all different sections of the band. And before we get with this, just want to say a big thank you to all the staff here at Indian Valley Middle School for all their help and cooperation with things, the music staff, and then also to the elementary music staff. Mrs. Gribben, Mr. Pongras, who get all these kids up and running, and then they ship them up to me, and I, keep them interested, and then we ship them up to the high school. And this past year, we had a record number of students in the 2 jazz bands and the 2 concert bands at the high school, and a good number of students involved in the high school marching band. So a lot of things on the upswing for the music program, the band program in particular. And just a nice thank you to them, Mrs. Ramage, Mrs. Claus, the rest of the music staff here, Mr. Pammer, our principal, Dr. Heller, assistant principal. We're going to do Tango Bells, then we'll do picture time, and then the kids are going to go, put their stuff away, and then come out and sit with you. The jazz band's going to play a couple tunes. All right? Thanks again for your support of the music program. Thanks again for your support of the band program. With parents being supportive of the arts and music, it really makes my job easy to work with such wonderful students day in and day out. And if I forget to say so, have a restful, happy holidays. row and percussion. Please take a seat. Low brass, low woodwind, stand up. Everybody else take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat. Very good. Very good. Take a seat. Take a seat. Percussion, stand up also. Stand up tall. Percussion, come over to the center. Lower those stands if you can. All right, Kendra, get on top of something. Touch the telephone books. Kohler, over here. Over there. Over there. All right, let me get out of the way. Come on, Kohler. Stand up, Joe. Face that way. 3, 2, 1. All right, sit down. Last row, trumpets, saxophone, stand up, trumpets, alto, horns. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Picture, picture. There we go. All right. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, take a seat. Clarinets, stand up. Let's see if clarinets, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Three, 2, 1. Take a seat. Flutes, second row. Oboe, flute, oboe, second row. Stand up. There you go. All right, take a seat. And the people in the front row. Flutes in the front row. Please stand up. Three, 2, 1. Very good. Everybody stand up. One last round of applause for the 6th grade band. All right, this is the Valley Jazz Band. Made up of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders by audition. They rehearse Tuesday, Thursdays, and occasional Fridays before school. We had a concert the Tuesday after Thanksgiving up at the high school. Involved Indian Crest middle school jazz band, us, and then 2 high school jazz bands. Our first selection was Jazzy Old Christmas. Our next selection is And the Angels Swing. All right, our next selection, our Christian married gentleman. We're missing our bass player tonight. He has really been battling a stomach bug the last couple of weeks here. So some spots may sound a little empty. That's because a lot of times the bass player, Owen is a fantastic bass player. He's filling in and playing in between all the spots where the band is resting. So we're carrying on without him tonight. Hope he gets better and feels better for the rest of this week and the rest of the school year. And our next selection is God Rest You, Mary Jo. All right, we had Ethan Kanicki on trumpet and Aiden McLaurin. Thanks, round of applause. All right, our last selection for the evening is One Kill Sacred. Our last selection for the evening is One Kill Sacred. Thank you so much for coming out. I know maybe some of you have kids in the group, maybe some of you don't, but they really appreciate you guys staying to the end. All right, jazz band will play again on Wednesday night, it's an 8th grade concert. And once again, have a nice, restful, happy holidays. Sean Adelanson on trumpet. And then Garbage on trombone. And Nick Mahoney on trombone. Nice round of applause. Everybody stand up. Thank you very much for getting the lights. Everyone stay seated until the house lights come on. Have a happy, healthy New Year.